Okay. Good morning. Thank you for being here. I'm Val DiGiorgio, Chairman of the Pennsylvania Republican Party. Here today to talk about the success of the young Republicans in Pennsylvania. A lot has been written in this election cycle about millennials and their impact on our politics, on our culture, and on our elections. And the common conception out there, most common understanding out there, is that the left has the energy when it comes to our nation's youth and youth vote. But we feel that in Pennsylvania we have a tremendous surge in excitement for Republicans, and we see that and conservative values, and that's most evident in the success, the hard work, and the enthusiasm among Pennsylvania's young Republicans. Over the last 18 months or so since I've been chairman, under leadership of our state young Republican chairman, Rick Loughery, who I'll introduce in a moment, we've seen a quadrupling of the number of young Republicans in Pennsylvania, and those YRs are out in force all over the state. They're at our events, participating in the party in leadership levels. We have 75 new state committee members who are young Republicans. We have candidates, like the folks you see here today, who also introduced, who are running for office all over the state. We have them in the legislature. And young Republicans are really shaping our politics in the Republican Party in Pennsylvania. So as someone who started out as a young Republican in 1986 or so, I hate to say how long ago that was, I could not be more thrilled about the success of the young Republicans, and I'm happy here to express my commitment and the Pennsylvania Republican Party's commitment to the YRs and their leadership. And we're honored here to have right here in Pennsylvania the best young Republican organization in the nation. The Pennsylvania Young Republicans were given that award just a few weeks ago from the National Young Republican Federation. We'll hear a little bit more about that from Rick. The Delaware County YRs are the best county chapter in the nation. They were named. And our own Rick Loughery, our YR chairman, was just given the Olmsted Award for Exceptional Leadership by the National Young Republican Federation for his outstanding work. So as we head into these important elections, Pennsylvania YRs are going to play a critical role in energizing Republicans and shaping our future. But they're not just the future of our party, they are the present. And so with that, I'm very honored to introduce my good friend and one of our leaders, our young Republican leader, Chairman Rick Loughery.
Thank you for being here. Rick Loughery, I'm the state chairman for Young Republicans here in Pennsylvania. Thank you, Val. Since Val took over as chairman of the state party, we've had an unprecedented partnership with the Republican Party of Pennsylvania. I couldn't be more proud of that, and thank you for your leadership. It is one of the reasons why we have been so successful in Pennsylvania. In 2018, young Republicans across Pennsylvania are active and engaged in electing Republicans here in this state. Just this year alone, Pennsylvania young Republicans have seen a 110% increase in our events, over 300% increase in our membership, 500,000 voter contacts made to date, with a goal of 1 million by election day. We have 4 days of action set up, and we have 2 national days of action starting this weekend in Bucks County and in October in the Pittsburgh area. Young Republicans are key to providing education, training, and motivating young Pennsylvanians to get engaged. This year alone, we've held 94 education and training events, 90 grassroots activities, with more to come this fall. Our organization is the best in the nation, the best state federation in America. The Delaware County chapter, as Val said, was awarded with the best young Republican club in America. We're very proud of our recognition, but we're really ready to get to work to elect candidates like these fine people to my left. Very excited to support young Republicans all across Pennsylvania that are on the ballot this year. We have more than, 40 young Republicans running for office this year. It's amazing. These are well-qualified, community-driven young Republicans. Very excited. What I want to say is that despite what the mainstream narrative might be, it's really great to be young and a Republican here in Pennsylvania. very excited. We are not motivated by one person or one thing. We are Republican because we believe in limited government, fiscal responsibility, low taxes, personal accountability. These are things that motivate us and to help Americans achieve the American dream here in Pennsylvania and all across the country. We have candidates here, grassroots activists all across the country, or all across this state and across the country, who are very proud to get out the Republican message. We're in a unique position because we're concerned about our own future and the future of our children. So as Pennsylvania Republicans, we will continue to get that message out. We will continue to work hard. We will continue to elect Republicans this fall. So I would like to turn it over to one of our young Republican candidates, one of our 40, Amber Little Turner, who is running for the State House. Amber.
Thank you. Good morning. My name is Amber Little Turner. I'm running for state representative in the 74th Legislative District. My decade of service in the courts helped me to see that public service can make a difference. Working in constituent services for Representative Harry Lewis, I also know the impact that representatives can have on the lives of people of Pennsylvania who are just seeking help from their elected officials. As a young person, I understand the importance of being an active Republican. As you heard, young Republicans like myself are engaged around the Commonwealth in grassroots efforts working to elect Republican candidates. The Republican message is one that helps allow me to make my own future and create my own success. There is no litmus test for what it means to be a Republican. More than that, working in constituent outreach, I know exactly how Republicans in Pennsylvania can do and help people in a very real way. That has motivated me to take my involvement to the next level. As a young person, I am concerned about our future of the state as well as our country. As a wife, as a mother, and as an active member of my community, I want to take part in creating a better life for all people. There are so many areas where people come to their elected officials just to receive help, and I want to be there for them. This motivates me not only as a young person, not only as a Republican, but of course an American. And that's exactly why I'm running for office in the 74th Legislative District, to help improve our educational system, to work on the opioid crisis that we have here in Pennsylvania, and of course to work on fiscal responsibility and respecting all of our taxpayers. Thank you. At this time, I'll turn it over to Bryan.
Amber, thank you very much. Good morning. Val, thank you very much for everything you do for the YRs. Rick, thank you for everything you do. Amber, it's an honor to be here with you. My name is Bryan Leib. I'm running for Congress in the 3rd Congressional District, which is mostly Philadelphia, all of Philadelphia, covering Center City, Philadelphia, West Philadelphia, South Philadelphia, North and Northwest Philadelphia. People ask me all the time, why have I taken on this Herculean task of trying to unseat a Democratic incumbent in Dwight Evans? And the answer is simple. I'm tired of the status quo. I'm tired of the lack of accountability, lack of action, and the do-nothing politicians that we have in Philadelphia that are not putting the citizens of Philadelphia first. The Democratic machine in Philadelphia at all levels of the government has really left people of Philadelphia behind. We have dirty streets everywhere, all throughout the city. We have rampant poverty in a city like Philadelphia. We lead the country in poverty. The average poverty rate, I think, is between 12 and 16% national rate. In Philadelphia, we're at 26%, almost double that. In certain sections within the 3rd Congressional District of Philadelphia, and in particular the Palatine section, which is West Philadelphia, the poverty rate is between 40 and 60%, with 60% of kids living in poverty, with a median household income of $18,000. That's what's happening in Philadelphia right now. We have education system that is really not serving the kids and the families of Philadelphia anymore. Dwight Evans and Mayor Kenny, they've been failing our citizens for decades. And we have high scores with math and reading rates, 6th grade, 7th grade reading rates. And thousands of kids every year who don't graduate college or even obtain a GED. So at a school in West Philadelphia that I was at just this past Thursday, it was back to school night. And there were probably around 25 or 30 parents that were there. And at one point, the principal asked asked, is anyone interested in a school selection form, which is another way of saying if you want to opt out of the school that you're going to. And out of the 25 to 30 parents there, I would say that 9 out of 10 of them raised their hand. So these are parents that want to have a choice, and they want to send their kids to the best schools. And every mother and every father should have that choice to send their kid to the very best school. Another thing in Philadelphia right now is crime is out of control. Black on black gun violence continues to increase year over year. I met a woman a couple weekends ago. She lost her son when he was 19 years old from gun violence. He got gunned down on the corners in Grace Ferry, Philadelphia. And we started talking a little bit, and I said, how can I be helpful? She says, well, I've been trying to start a nonprofit for a couple of years now, but no one in the city is really seeming to help me right now. I said, well, what can I do to help? She said, you can help me start this nonprofit. So within a week, I reached out to one of my friends who's a pro bono lawyer in the city of Philadelphia. I have one of my partners that's building out a website, and we're going to get her nonprofit formed. We're going to get her website live, and we're going to get her on the track to honoring her son. As Philadelphia native and as an active young Republican, I really want to make a difference in the community and change my city for the better. I have personally been going door to door and talking with people about their concerns. People are fed up with the status quo in the city of Philadelphia right now. In North Philadelphia, a couple months ago, neighbors had to pull together a community fund of money for $600 to fill a pothole that hadn't been filled in 3 years. And when you talk to the residents and say, why hasn't a pothole been filled in 3 years? They said, well, I talked to streets department, then I talked to the mayor's office, and then I talked to my councilman, and then I talked to my congressman and my state rep. No one wants to take ownership. There's no accountability in the city of Philadelphia right now. The fact that you have residents in one of the poorest sections of the city having to fill potholes is a pretty sad state of affairs in Philadelphia right now. I have also personally led and organized food and clothing drives benefiting our veterans in Philadelphia. Last year, Rick and I, along with other YRs throughout our state, served Thanksgiving Day and Christmas Day hot meals to veterans in West Philadelphia. I personally organized and led trips for Philadelphia families to attend Union soccer games and Soul football games to give our hardworking families in poverty-stricken areas an opportunity and a night out to enjoy themselves. All expenses paid. Ticket costs, food, and transportation paid for by the Charitable Ticket Network. Shout out to Nick, all the great work you do there, Nick. I have personally cleaned up all the decrepit streets, not all the decrepit streets, some of the decrepit streets in Philadelphia. The same way Scott Wagner had to do that in West Philadelphia when he promised that he was going to mow the lawn in a park because Jim Kenny wouldn't. I did the same thing with my opponent, Congressman Dwight Evans. I gave him 7 days to clean up a city lot. You think he showed up? No. He didn't show up. I cleaned it up because I said I was going to. I've also personally organized back-to-school drives. In the last 2 years with the Philadelphia Young Republicans and with the Pennsylvania Young Republicans, we've contributed 530 backpacks and school supplies to kids throughout Philadelphia. That's 530 kids that we've never met before. That's 530 kids that didn't expect to have any kind of backpacks or school supplies for the year. When we talk about making an impact as Young Republicans, that's how you make an impact as Young Republicans. And today, I'm going to make a very special pledge. When the voters of Pennsylvania's 3rd Congressional District vote me into office on November 6th, I am going to personally organize and lead a community-driven effort to get new backpacks and school supplies into the hands of 10,000 kids, K-5, in the city of Philadelphia. It might seem like a big number, but it's doable, and we can do it. You can take that to the bank. I'm going to get it done. In closing, both Pennsylvania and Philadelphia need fresh faces and a young Republican message to take our city and state to the next level. Freedom of prosperity, the ability to achieve the American dream through hard work and commitment are things that we as Young Republicans believe in. We believe in hand-ups, not handouts. We believe the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania should reduce burdensome regulations that have given our state a 45 out of 50 ranking for entrepreneurship per U.S. News. That's why we need to elect people like Scott Wagner for governor and Jeff Bartos for lieutenant governor on November 6th. They are two private sector business guys who will cut out regulations and drive growth for the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. You know, people want politicians and lawmakers that believe in their ability to achieve, that respect them for who they are, meet them on their own terms. People want politicians who are citizen legislators, who are accountable and accessible, who put the needs of their city first. I've done this in my campaign, and come November 6th, win or lose, I will continue to do that as a young Republican. I deeply care about Philadelphia, and I'm committed to a better Philadelphia for all Philadelphians. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thank you all for being here, and thank Rick, Amber, Ryan,